Have you experienced detox or withdrawals from opioids like fentanyl, heroin, or prescription pain medication? Withdrawals from any of these substances suck, but if you or a loved one is ready to kick this for good, this is a guide for what to expect during the detox phase, some home remedies for withdrawal symptoms, and when you should seek medical help to get through this short phase of your recovery journey. If you haven't yet, subscribe to our channel for weekly addiction recovery content and resources, and share this video with anyone you know who is prepping for detox. This helps us get the message out to more people who are in need of it. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional and am just a recovered addict who has been through withdrawals from all these substances, and I just want to help others find recovery. If you are ready and able, it is always best to seek medical help. You can find a 50-state resource guide for Medicaid rehabs in the description below, along with other resources that are totally free. So you know I'm not some guy just preaching who doesn't know what you're going through. This was me in my active addiction. I was found unresponsive from an overdose and was addicted to opioids for nearly a decade. I have kicked everything from Oxycontin to heroin and fentanyl. I went through these withdrawal symptoms many times in my addiction, and I wish I would have known I could have gone through them one more time, all the way through, and never use again. The symptoms are much like having the flu, just a really bad flu. Your mind is going to keep telling you you can cure with more dope. If you have the option to slowly wean yourself off of the opioids, it is a good way to make the symptoms not come on as strong. Try cutting the use in half every other day for a week or two. This is hard to do, but if you are ready, you can do it. The early symptoms in the first 24 to 48 hours after stopping use include feeling agitated and anxious, having muscle aches all over your body, your eyes tear up, and a lot of yawning. You may have difficulty sleeping, which tends to stick around for the first couple weeks. You'll have a runny nose, and you'll probably be sweating while feeling chilly. I have been through these withdrawals so many times. If you are getting ready to go through them, I promise you, it is worth it to stick it out until the end, because you will never have them again once you get off. You will never have to be at this point in your life ever again. Days 3 through 5 are usually the worst, and you gotta just stick it out. I will give you some home remedies in just a minute for these symptoms. The later symptoms to expect are abdominal cramping, diarrhea, pupils get super dilated, goosebumps all over your body, and feeling nauseated and vomiting is likely for these bad days 3 through 5. You may have one or all of these symptoms, but like I said before, this can be the last time you ever go through these. You never have to be at this point in your life ever again. Some home remedies that help are doing really hot steam showers for a while and then turning the shower on freezing cold as it can go, and staying in it for 3 to 5 minutes while your body releases all the shock hormones for your body. This will help with a lot of the longer-term physical withdrawal symptoms, and this releases dopamine after the shower for hours to come. Stretching and massaging your legs will help a lot with some of the muscle cramps, and keeping someone around you through this process, making sure you aren't going to pick up or having someone come to you, is super important. Make sure you're keeping extremely hydrated. Drink a lot of water, and if you can, put a teaspoon of pink salt in 16 ounces of water when you drink it. This will help keep the water retained where your body needs it the most. You can also get drinks like Pedialyte to help with electrolytes for your body. Some over-the-counter meds you can take to help are Imodium for the diarrhea, Dramamine or Benadryl for the nausea, and Tylenol and Advil for the aches and pains. Remember, take these as it says on the bottle and not for longer than it says to take them. During this time, going to 12-step meetings in your area is extremely helpful. I know how the energy level feels like you're gonna die and you can't get up, but I promise, you are not gonna die. It only feels like it. Getting around people who know what you're going through is very helpful and will help you to remember where you come from when you find yourself in recovery 5 or 6 years from now. If you really cannot make it out of the house, there are online meetings you can attend, and you don't even have to turn your camera on. Make sure to introduce yourself and tell them where you're at with your recovery and withdrawals, so you can get support from the fellowships and the people in the meetings. If you need a list of meetings or other resource options, you can email resources@recoveredonpurpose.org. If you continue to try to kick on your own and you're unable to do it, you need to start considering medical options. There are medical detoxes that will help you through the first week, and depending on your home state and the insurance you have, there could be residential options afterwards. If there aren't these options for you, that doesn't mean you give up and there's no hope for you. I never went to treatment, although I'm a proponent for those lucky enough to be able to go. There are other options like Suboxone, which I'm personally a strong believer in. My best friend did Suboxone maintenance for the first 2 years of his recovery and slowly tapered off for the last year he was on it. In that time, he was able to build a totally new life for himself and has told me he never really even experienced the withdrawal symptoms. If you can get medical treatment, medication-assisted treatment, or any other kind of intervention where you are not doing this alone, including the 12-step rooms, it is always the best option. 91% of opioid addicts are relapsing in the first year of recovery after making it 30 days. That means out of the ones that make it 30 days in treatment or at home or anywhere else, 91 out of the 100 are not making it the full year. Are you ready to become one of the 9? Do you want to beat this demon off your back and recover for good? Are you ready to become someone that is on a mission in their recovery to show others it is possible? Then the answer is doing whatever it takes to recover. Whatever it takes. I love you, I'm here for you, and would love to hear from you on the Recovered on Purpose Facebook page when you're really ready to do this thing. Until I see you next, you can watch this video right here if you're looking for our inventory or free worksheets. You need to get out there, conquer this battle, and get yourself living Recovered on Purpose.